10 years ago, I joined Rovers from Barnsley. Since then, the club's won promotion back to the Premiership, lifted the Worthington Cup and reached Europe 4 times. Now, I can't take credit for all that success, but I did score 1 or 2 important goals along the way. Not enough to fill a DVD though, especially one celebrating 100 great Rovers goals covering those last 10 years. So, as well as a couple of my crackers, we've lined up some fantastic free kicks, tremendous thunderbolts and special solo strikes, finishing off with our top 10 Rovers goals. But more of that later. In the meantime, here's a few to get you in the mood. And what better way to start off than with a Blackburn boy born and bred.
Goes for Johnson, rare run forward, played in towards Gillespie, crowd wanted to shoot, deflected, might fall for Dunn with the shot! Brilliant! Won it for Rovers in injury time with a wonderful strike from almost 30 yards out. Birmingham players look dejected. Ewood Park celebrates. 3 minutes into stoppage time. Rovers 1, Birmingham 0.
What a superb strike from David Dunn there. It's absolutely tremendous.
And talking about local lads,
Pedersen now flicks through towards Derbyshire. His first touch is edge of the box. Tries to curl one! Oh my word! Matt Derbyshire has scored an absolute beauty. His first touch was to control. His second from the left-hand corner of the penalty area was to put the ball into the top right-hand corner. And Blackburn Rovers have come from a goal down to lead at the Riverside Stadium. Derbyshire with a brilliant second. It's Middlesbrough 1, Blackburn Rovers 2.
Matt Derbyshire has run 3/4 the width of the pitch to go and salute the Blackburn fans. It was perfect positioning. Matt Derbyshire, just with a swing of the boot, just beat Mark Swartzer, all ends up.
And from a great Harwood hero to one from just a bit further away.
Wide it goes to Craig Hignett in those fancy boots. Played into two-guy, perhaps a two-guy goal will finish it off, and it does! What a strike from 25 yards from two-guy. That really just put the icing on the cake. Got the ball played inside for Craig Hignett. Just as I was saying, a two-guy goal might finish it. He looked up with 11 minutes left. It's Rovers 5, West Ham 1.
Again, Islop got caught off his line there. I mean, he hit it well, but I mean, really, a goalkeeper from that far out, really, he should get something on it. It was a superb strike, but again, he's off his line.
And who set up that one for the terrific Turk wearing those fancy boots? I hope you took notice. Cost me a fortune at the market.
In the centre, break off as Matt Janssen looks to be free for a moment. Carragher goes in with a challenge. Wonderful shot. Wonderful goal from Matt Janssen from the edge of the penalty area. I think Jamie Carragher thought he had him covered. He just flipped it up in the air and second attempt, put it on away past Jersey Dudek. 8 minutes gone. It's Rovers 1, Liverpool 0.
Yeah, that was a fantastic goal there. As soon as he got it onto his left foot, he turned inside there and he smacked it to the right-hand side of Dudek, and that was a quality ball. Absolute marvellous goal. You won't see many better goals than that today.
That's what you call a map finish. A great goal from Yanni, scoring with his left foot. And now, a left footer scoring with his right. Who'd be a defender?
Pedersen skips back in field, opens up for the shot. Great strike! And that's just what Blackburn Rovers needed. And just what Morten Gamst Pedersen needed. That is a quite sublime finish from the Norwegian, coming inside the opening 2 minutes of this second half. He cut in field on his right foot and has unleashed an unstoppable drive past Shay Given.
Well, we've been looking for that quality of strike from Morten, and it's come, and it was a magnificent right-footed shot. Given absolutely no chance at all. A dream start to the second half. The crowd are alive now and completely behind them.
Not bad from the Norwegian. You know, these Scandinavians can really hit them when they want to.
Kenner again, 0-0 at Ewood Park. Blake can't quite get on the end, but Franson might be able to burst through though. He's got a chance here for a shot. Per Franson with a shot! And Per Franson scores from the edge of the Forest penalty area. Deceived the first defender, Kelder backed off, and Besson went down, but too late. Per Franson buries it in the corner, and with 20 minutes gone, Rovers 1, Forest 0.
Yeah, that was a superb goal from Franson, which he's capable of doing. We haven't seen that the last couple of weeks from him, but he's capable of doing that. Great, he killed the ball right in the corner. Brilliant goal.
It must be something to do with the blonde hair. Mind you, I don't ever remember Keith Gillespie having a liking for blonde hair, unless it was someone else's. And having said that, his favourite light topping was probably on a glass of Guinness. I bet he celebrated this stunning strike against Fulham with a small glass or two. Pure genius, I reckon. Opposition defenders are told, watch the big man in the box. Spurs were looking for the header from this set piece, but Chris Samba had other thoughts.
Samba has gone forward, Oya's gone forward, it's into the middle towards Pedersen, who won the header. Santa Cruz takes down back towards Samba, who curls one! Chris Samba wins the game for Rovers. It is a stunning goal from the central defender, who celebrates signing a new 5-year deal in the most spectacular fashion. Rovers have won this game in the 3rd minute of added time, and Chris Samba has scored from 20 yards out, one of the goals of the season.
Well, they were saying at Rovers, I wish Chris Samba would score more with his head. Doesn't need to. That will eclipse any other goal scored today.
Now don't adjust your set. This looks like it was filmed on an Instamatic smuggled into the ground in someone's flask. See if you can make out little David Thompson. There he is with the ball. Oh, and there it is in the back of the net. I wonder if the keeper had as bad a view of it as we did. Talk about hogging the limelight. We're only in section 1 and 2 guys muscling into the act again already.
Plays the ball into the centre looking for 2 guys. Gilberto caught out with that edge of the area. 2 guy might fancy a shot.
Yeah.
And he scores. Taylor off his line, couldn't stop it, down to his right hand side. Excellent strike by 2 guy. It really opened that for him. No Arsenal defender really came towards him on the edge of the box, and he must have been a good 20 if not 25 yards out. Put in the far corner. It's Rovers 2, Arsenal 0.
Yeah, great ball from Damien Duff. Really. He looked there, picked out 2 guy. The ball run kindly for him, but he just took it in his step and he knew what he was going to do. He just banged it right in the bottom left hand corner.
Reckon he only does it to impress the spectators. Hello. Now, not every great goal has to be a 25-yard screamer into the top corner off your boot. Sometimes it's just as effective to use your nut. Yes, on me head, son. Lesson 1. Make yourself an instant hero at Rovers by scoring against Burnley.
Just beyond Hughes, it's touched back and in! Jason McAteer, after confusion in the Burnley defence from the long throw-in, and it's the visitors who've taken the lead.
Well, this is an absolute mess. It really is, as far as Burnley's concerned. From the initial challenge by Marcus Ben, but just really look at Cook. He really does allow the midfield player to get in amongst that particular area where you really would have expected a defender to cope with it. There's Cook, there's Thomas, and there's McAteer.
Lesson 2. Put a silly patch on your head, just to remind you where to connect with the ball.
And now here come Rovers breaking through midfield again. Janssen wide to Duff. Referee plays a good advantage. Ball chipped in. There's only Jordi in there, and Jordi makes it 2-0. Jordi had 3 defenders around him. Got to the ball first, and Rovers are 2 up.
Yeah, it's that man Damien Duff again. I mean, he beat the player again. A tremendous cross, and this time Jordi did get on the end of it and put it beyond Paul Jones. That was a great cross, but that's what Jordi needs, crosses like that.
You didn't believe me, did you? Lesson 3. Score on your first start so that everyone remembers your name.
Again, Bentley has space on the right-hand side. He's one-on-one with Taylor, 1 step over. Now right-footed, he puts the cross in towards Nonda, who rises! It's his first goal for Blackburn Rovers on his first start for the club. And what a wonderful cross it was by David Bentley towards the back post. Nonda rose, headed it into the top corner, and 27 minutes gone at the Riverside Stadium. It's Middlesbrough 0, Blackburn Rovers 1.
But when you buy a goal scorer, that's exactly what you want them to do. And Nonda, who has been running himself silly for the whole of this match, ran deep into the penalty box to the near side and just gracefully drifted that ball past Mark Sforza.
Lesson 4. If you're only 5 feet tall, sneak up behind the defence and catch them unawares.
And then helped on. Duff continues his run, fed by Carsley. Duff in first time. It's gone behind. Johnson with the header. And that's 2-0 to Blackburn Rovers. Again, it was Duff down the left-hand side, across, went behind Egelhoff and Damien Johnson totally on mark following in. It's Rovers 2, Huddersfield 0.
Lesson 5. If you're over 6 feet tall, pretend you're only 5 feet tall and still catch the defence out.
Oyer was there for Rovers. Again, look at the space there is as Bentley goes crossfield towards Pedersen. Good first touch. Santa Cruz is in the middle. Can he pick him out? Helps it towards Santa Cruz. Lovely goal. And Roque Santa Cruz gets his first strike since the end of January. Great ball from Bentley to Pedersen. The first touch, exquisite. The second was to cross it for Santa Cruz, who with a diving header easily put it past Robert Green.
Morten Gams Pedersen, with the most sweetest of touches, was just able to control the ball and play it left-footed for Roque Santa Cruz, who beat Robert Green. All ends up. That is a goal of supreme quality.
Lesson 6. If you can't catch the defence out, take them out and claim it's yours.
Two-guy looks for Ferguson. Matteo's available on the left, looking for options. Gray's in field, the ball goes there. Stead's now wide on the left, looking to cross. He whips the ball in, shoots forward with a header. It's the equaliser. What a run from the central defender. 36 years young, he's made a run like a 16-year-old and planted a header inside the far post. Just what Rovers needed with 20 minutes left in this match.
He will savour that goal, Craig Short. Magnificent cross and a terrific effort from Craig Short to get his nut on that.
Lesson 7. If you're worried about your hair getting in your eyes, shave it all off and look menacing.
Carsley. Blake's layoff. Now Wilcox looking to turn. Lee Carsley! And Blackburn are suddenly given hope.
Rob, that's why I said a few moments ago how important was that miss. That save from Fylan. Suddenly Blackburn should have been buried 3-0. Now they're back in it. Quality passing here. And again, that's a beautiful ball. Downward header. And that beats the keeper, no problem at all. Wilcox does well here. There's a good run from Wilcox. Blake's ball was cracking. Little reverse in the box. And that's a good downward header.
Lesson 8. If you forget to tell the hairdresser exactly what style you want, keep the receipt, just in case you need to go back.
And now here come Rovers' break. It's with Flitcroft. Now McAteer over halfway. With this attack provided by Janssen. Blake's waiting around the penalty spot. Man arriving late, unmarked. That's David Dunn, totally unmarked, making a run from midfield. And what? With less than 5 minutes gone, Rovers 1, Watford 0.
Well, it's been coming to goal. Rovers have set off on fire tonight, and that was a great cross from Nathan Blake. David Dunn finished it off with a perfect header.
Lesson 9. Justify your price tag with a priceless goal, even if you can't justify your haircut.
Wide it goes to Grabby, up against Xavier. Crowd hold their breath. Play wide towards Duff, ball in, great ball as well, right across the 6-yard box. No one could get a proper touch. Play back in from the right hand side. It's time, and there it is! Chicho Grabby with the equaliser. Liverpool failing to clear. 7 minutes to go, 2-2.
Well, it's a great substitution there from Graham Souness. The Italian's only been on a minute and he's put the ball in the back of the net for Liverpool. Great cross from Lucas Neal.
Really, it was the original cross from Duff on the left-hand side that caused all the problems.
The Italian did well. Look at the replay now. It's a great header. A tremendous header, that.
And finally, lesson 10. No matter how long...
It's him after all this time.
Ryan Nelson finally striking his first goal for the club. He'd hit the woodwork so many times, his teammates had started calling him Mr. Postman. Speaking of the team, some great goals are all about the build-up. So sit back and enjoy.
Curtis clears, up to Duff, midway inside the Rovers half. Play forward to Grabby with his first touch. Two-guy, great ball through for Duff. Duff with the Arsenal defence closing down, must be played in towards Janssen. A little bit short, Janssen. That's his hat-trick. And that's the game signed and sealed for Rovers. 23 minutes gone second half. Duff waited and waited to play the pass in. Janssen knew his hat-trick was coming. Places it to Taylor's right-hand side. The game is well and truly over now.
Yeah, I think that's the game over. A tremendous pass from Two-Guy though, it started it all off. A great ball, but Damien Duff wasted his chance and then give it to Matt Janssen, who clinically finished it. I think that's to say it's game, set and match now then.
Still inside their own half through David Dunn. He's just urging men forward now. He realises how urgent it is. Lovely flick by Cole to Hignett. Hignett then gives it to Janssen. Faced by Neville. He tries to lay Hignett in. Chance for Hignett. And he scored! and it's 1-1. Great goal by Rovers, lovely move. Cole, Hignett, Janssen, and Hignett again.
Craig Hignett, what a revelation. He took that goal so superbly, beating a world-class goalkeeper, Fabian Barthez, after a wonderful through ball and some great Rovers play. This is the reply that Rovers wanted. This is the reply the fans wanted. It's Manchester United 1, Blackburn Rovers 1. We're back in it.
Duff beats a couple of men, plays it in field. Can he get a shot? And he does. What a goal by Rovers. Absolutely outstanding. Just dives in front of the Rovers fans. What a superb goal. There was 1-2s between Duff, Johansson, Duff, Berg, back to Duff, but he's fired past Jerksy Dudek. And if Anfield didn't know what Damien Duff could do already, they certainly do now.
Now, Tugay is only Cole forward at the moment. Cole doesn't want it played yet. Duff picks it up instead. Cole conserving his energies on his own down the left-hand side. Picks it up now. It's a chance to have a run at the tiring Sheffield Wednesday defence. Plays it wide towards Duff. Duff looks up and Cole in the centre! And Cole gets his goal with 9 minutes left. Duff and Cole just toying really with the Wednesday defence. Duff played the ball in from the left-hand side, and Andy Cole on the volley. Simple as you like. Rovers 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1.
Yeah, Damien Duff and Andy Cole, I've got a good understanding now. I mean, just a 1-2 between the two of them. Andy Cole knew exactly where Damien Duff was going to put it, and he didn't mess about this time, Andy Cole. Good finish.
Now here's Lucas Neal looking back into the centre. Cole, better play this. Dunn, fancy the shot, ball right through to Duff against Van der Sar, must be! And it's Dwight York who's scored. Great build-up play between Cole and York. Ball rolled back into the centre, and Dwight York makes it Rovers 1, Fulham 0.
Yeah, great run from Damien Duff there. He timed his run well, and David Duff put a great ball through, like a five-a-side goal. He passed it across the face of goal, and Dwight York was there at the right time to finish it off. Timed his run great, Damien Duff there, and that was like a five-a-side goal.
Todd controls on his chest and then can stride out, lays it to Duff, and he's the one man who's just desperate for the ball at the moment, Damien Duff, and every time he looks like causing some trouble. In towards the edge of the box to Cole, lovely back foot towards York, great chance, great goal from Rovers. What a wonderful move. Duff to Cole, the back flick was exquisite, and Dwight York drilled it low, left-footed, into the bottom right-hand corner.
Well, Rovers have started so lively, and that was one of the best flowing pieces of football I think I've seen all season. It was an exquisite touch from Andy Cole. He just held the ball for a merest of a second, laid it off to Dwight York. No mistaking where it was going. Dwight York, 13 of the season.
Poor one, straight to Tugay, and Tugay finds Paul Gallagher. Tebley at his back, he lays it to Cole. Cole, great ball forward. Ferguson's in, great chance. Rovers lead, wonderful goal. Andy Cole flicked it through to Barry Ferguson. And one of the midfield dynamos, we said it'd be a battle between Dunn and Ferguson. Ferguson so far is the winner. He's scored his second goal in Rovers colours, his first in the Premiership.
Barry Ferguson there popped up from midfield and showed just exactly how to beat the goalkeeper. Great ball from Andy Cole, threaded it through the two defenders. Barry Ferguson ran on and slotted it in the Birmingham goal.
Nonda finds Pedersen. Tugay will take over, 30 yards out, works with one way, still going, looking for the runner, through towards Pedersen, wonderful ball, back towards McCarthy, and it's a beautifully crafted goal from Blackburn Rovers. They needed something special, and yet again the architect was Tugay. A couple of step overs, and then a delightful pass through towards Morten Jans Pedersen, left hand side. His square ball, edge of the 6-yard box, found Benny McCarthy. His 10th goal of the season gives Blackburn Rovers the lead.
Well, that was a magnificently constructed goal. I was screaming at Tugay to act much. 1-0.
Warnock does well. Pedersen now finds Tugay.
And it's a first goal in Blackburn Rovers colours for Stephen Warnock. And it's a lovely move. Tugay with a pass. Derbyshire released Nonda on the right. And even though he's on the hat-trick, he had presence of mind to pull it back towards the back post. And Stephen Warnock had made a wonderful run all the way from defence, and he smashed it high into the roof of the net.
Well, Stephen Warnock started that in his own half, but what an unselfish piece of play from Shabani Nonda when he was on a hat-trick. He could have easily have blasted that.
Rovers, at the moment, being pushed a bit too deep for their own liking. They're not able to get men forward, and at the moment leaving the front two very, very isolated. McEverley finds Dickoff, strong against Carragher, great ball inside left channel to Emerton. Bothroyd square in the middle and equalises for Rovers. A wonderful move. Dickoff split the Liverpool defence with a great ball inside left channel. Emerton squared the ball to Bothroyd, and on his first Premiership start for Rovers, he scores his first Rovers goal.
Well, that had quality stamped all the way through, from the through ball right through to Brett. Lovely ball. Jay Bothroyd couldn't miss, and he didn't.
Personally, I thought that goal against United was the best. Now, some goals from the last decade haven't even been scored by Rovers players. Great goals they're not, but we thought we'd show them anyway because we think they're funny. And first up is Golden Balls himself with a golden balls up.
Ball comes in, comes off a United player. It's off David Beckham, and it's an equaliser for Rovers. You see no danger at all. Beckham it was, edge of the area, totally unmarked, skipped off his head. It's one apiece.
Great free kick though from Bjorneby. He don't have to put a lot of pace on this, and really David Beckham just couldn't get out of the way of it.
Frankly, David, there's no one else you can blame for that one. And anything United can do, City can do better.
Again, it's down his left-hand side. 2 minutes left in the first half. Rovers 0, Manchester City 1. Different corner taker this time. It's Brad Emerton, and it's an own goal. I think it came off a City player. Seaman came towards the ball, didn't get there, and Trevor Sinclair scores the own goal.
That's the first corner. We've had a good delivery there from Emerton. They whipped it in with pace, and Trevor Sinclair got in front of us. Really, Seaman should have come for that, really. I'm sure he'll be disgusted at that.
Surely, Trevor, you don't make a habit of scoring own goals, do you?
Pedersen left-footed will surely take. It's whipped towards goal. It goes in goal.
It's taken the slightest of deflections off a Manchester City man, but the Rovers will take the gift nonetheless. Totally against the run of play in this game. They take the lead 17 minutes in. It's come off the head of Trevor Sinclair, hasn't it? And really, you find it difficult to blame the goalkeeper there, don't you?
Yeah, your fault, Trevor. But don't lose your hair thinking about it. It seems shaved heads are synonymous with own goals.
Picked up by Savage, touches the ball down towards Paul Dickoff. Again, he just puts it in. Better delivery, and it's an own goal. And maybe there is life in this game left for Rovers. About 20 seconds of normal time remaining, and it's flicked off the head of Zach Knight. It was Dickoff's cross from the left-hand corner of the penalty area. Knight with a touch, diverted it past his own goalkeeper. It's Fulham 2, Rovers 1.
Good play from Rovers. Zach Knight diving header. Mark Crossley beaten, but I can't get excited about that goal.
OK, so you're not excited about that one. What does it take to get you excited? How about this one?
Two-guy, unmarked edge of the area, on his left foot, gets in towards the far post. It's an own goal. The attempted clearance at the far post goes straight into the back of the net, and surely that's the game over with.
Yeah, that was an awful clearance from the West Ham defender there. I mean, two-guy just hit a hopeful shot towards goal, and really the defender miskicked it altogether.
That's what you call a tasty McCain chip. If you thought that was bad, here's someone getting his Nikos in a twist.
Now can he provide a bit of width for Rovers? Ball down the inside right channel. Cole's onside. Laid across, it's an own goal from Nikos Davizas, and Rovers take the lead. The ball was a superb one across the edge of the 6-yard box. If Davizas didn't get a touch, Stead would have done. The Leicester City defender did. It's an own goal, it doesn't matter. Rovers have the lead with 3 minutes left before half-time.
Yeah, great time to get the goal there. Great ball from Lucas Neal to Andy Cole, and Andy Cole just did the right thing, hit the ball across the back four there, and Davidas just couldn't get out of the way, and it deflected him for own goal.
That's what we call a Greek tragedy. And taking centre stage now, here's Phil, standing in for an absent Rovers striker.
Good ball, he's now got Derbyshire on an overlap, and that's where it goes. Is there an option in the middle? Looks to play towards the back post, and it goes in off a Sunderland defender, and Rovers have scored 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes. It's an own goal by Phil Bardsley.
Well, nice piece of play from Rovers, and I've got to say, it was a very, very bad piece of defending.
A great striker's goal though. Now, if you want to make sure the opposition help you out, get them to have the last 2 touches of the ball, not just 1.
Gray now takes over, he's got Bentley forward in space, he rolls it down the left hand side instead to Pongol, who's kept himself onside. It's across towards Bellamy, here attacks, it takes a touch off the Charlton man, and it's an own goal, and it's a real stroke of luck for Rovers. The cross from Pongol on the left, Bellamy attacked, the goalkeeper flapped, and it hit Chris Powell and went into the unguarded goal.
It was a great, majestic cross. I think Craig Bellamy is going to say that's mine, but it's definitely taken the touch from the Charlton defender.
Hello, hello. Yeah, taxi for Mr. Powell, please. Next, not so much a case of dreadlocks, but dreadful looks after this calamitous mix-up in the Fulham goalmouth.
Good ball in by Duff, kicked away, and an own goal might settle the game. Just ball in from the left-hand side. Van der Sar made the initial clearance. It came back off Rufus Brevin, and the Fulham fullback puts Rovers back in front.
Well, we're just saying they need a little bit of luck, Rovers, there, and they certainly got the luck there. I mean, the ball come across from Damien Duff, and Brevin tried to get in the way there, but fortunately, Van der Sar put it right back into the goal.
Are you watching Arsene? Here's a great Edu finish. Skill, poise and style. Unfortunately, it's at the wrong end.
Austinstad again, faced by Sol Campbell, goes down inside the area. Dwight York beats his man, can he pull it back? He does do. Edu's there, chips it over his own man, it's gone in! Unbelievable, what an own goal! Rovers battled away with the ball, it fell kindly for Dwight York, he chips it back into the middle, no one was there, and Edu stuck out a left boot, it's lobbed over the stranded David Seaman, and within 5 minutes, Rovers lead at Highbury.
While that nutty Brazilian didn't quite get to grips with which net he was supposed to put the ball in, these guys certainly did. It's time for some more great Rovers goals, and to start off with, someone who can't bear to be away from the action. Duffer was on fire. I knew he was just going to whiz it across the face, and I've took a chance really and ran in. And it's come straight to me, and I couldn't miss it really. Never does interviews himself, he just lets his feet do the talking.
He rarely hits the target, but when he does, they are absolutely stunning, and that was no exception. They took the free kick short, Ferguson supplied it to Tugai, 25 yards out, he hit it first time, it flew into the top right hand corner, unstoppable.
It was a wonderful work ball, Ferguson, Tugai, goal, and class all the way.
Reckon we might see more of him later as well. And here he is, laying a delicate ball off to Dunny, who completely fluffs his shot, but who's there to slam home the rebound? None other than young Duffer and his not so duff left peg. Don't think he'll have put this one on his show reel when he went to sign for the Magpies. Craig Shaw giving Duffer a real smacker there. It must have gone down well, because Shorty was banished to the commentary box as a spectator for our next strike.
Neither side has really settled yet, both giving the ball away. Tugai, one of his trademark crossfield passes to Pedersen, who's got inside Charlton, inside the area!
What a goal.
And Pedersen scores for Rovers! A crucial strike 16 minutes into this match. And it was a great ball from Tugai. Pedersen headed it past Charlton, inside the area. Right-footed, he drilled it to the near post. Green got a hand, couldn't keep it out. And it's Rovers 1, Norwich City 0.
He came with a reputation of getting a lot of goals, but I thought then that was his weaker foot as well, his left foot obviously. But he's hit that really well. I thought he was going to take it on there, take it on another couple of yards before hitting it, but to take it early, great strike. That's a good, settle us down a bit because we haven't done so well so far.
The club paid big bucks when they signed Andy Cole, and payback started straight away when he made his home debut here at Ewood.
Curtis will pick it up, courtesy of Jensen. Now he can have a run at Jensen, goes through his legs this time. Curtis goes inside the area, cuts it back towards Carling with no chance at all. We're practically on half time, and Rovers are 2 up.
Yeah, that's what they bought Andy Cole for, to do things like that. But they were great football from Rovers. They passed the ball about 5 or 6 passes. 2 guy laid it off, and great strike from Andy Cole, right in the top corner.
And what a difference it makes when you have someone to finish those chances off. Curled it right in the top corner. Carly at full stretch had no chance.
It seems we've developed quite a knack of scoring great goals against Charlton. First up, it's Brett.
Pedersen early crossing from the left hand side. That looked like handball against Horrendous. Emerton, edge of the box. She's running at Spectre. Works it onto the right. Tries a shot! And it's a wonderful goal from Brett Emerton inside the opening 2 minutes. He beats Spectre on the outside, has whipped it into the top corner. Both defender and goalkeeper look lost, absolutely dumbfounded by a wonderful strike. The perfect start for Rovers. It's 2 goals in the last 2 home games for Brett Emerton. Rovers 1, Charlton 0.
What a start. So many times we've said about Brett Emerton, go on, have a go. You get yourself in a great position, but to be honest, that wasn't a great position, but he somehow managed to find the corner of the net with an absolute pile driver. And you can't really blame Jonathan Spector for that, but that was just wonderful attacking play from Brett Emerton.
Followed at the Valley just 3 weeks later by Tomo.
Miscontrol by Kishisev. Thompson strikes from distance! What a goal! The magical right foot of David Thompson has equalised with just 10 minutes left at the Valley. And in the space of 5 minutes, Rovers have turned this cup tie right around, and it's another contender for goal of the season.
So, it's coming up to Christmas, you're in the freezing cold at Wigan. Who better to score than Santa?
Warnock throws infield towards Santa Cruz, has turned his man, a chance, he shoots towards goal! And that's an excellent strike from Roque Santa Cruz. And maybe that is just the lifeline Rovers were looking for. On the edge of the box, he has turned and smashed a right-footed shot past Chris Kirkland.
Well, Rocky just doesn't score easy goals, does he? Out of nothing, Roque Santa Cruz has pulled his right foot back and shot and beaten Chris Kirkland. All ends up with a sublime goal.
Now, a moment ago we saw Morton jinxing the defender and firing home an unstoppable right footer. Who says lightning doesn't strike twice?
Pedersen in the area for Rovers! He's done it again, and it's another absolutely sensational goal from Morten Gamps Pedersen. The long ball forward, flicked on by Cucci, and he stole a march inside Gary Neville before rifling the ball right-footed beyond Van der Sar's left arm into the top right-hand corner as we look. Brilliant from Pedersen.
Does he score ordinary goals? The answer is no. Absolutely stunning strike.
Come on, Morton, you can smile if you want. It's only Man United. And if you're not going to smile, at least give someone else a chance.
Finds Pedersen again. He's looking for half a yard to shoot. He's got no one there. Does lay off towards Dunn, who cuts back in field on his left foot. Tries to curl one! Brilliant goal from David Dunn! And Paulins his reign as Rovers boss is off to a magnificent start. What a finish.
Well, David Dunn handed the vice-captaincy a big responsibility on his shoulders. He took the ball on his right foot, pulled it onto his left, and from 20-odd yards out, delivered a left-foot shot that beat Tim Howard. All ends up.
Next, the opposition here are Reading. They call their stadium the Majeski. I reckon we should rename Ewood the Majestic after this one.
Two guys shoot! Oh, that's just a brilliant goal from a brilliant player. There was nothing on as it fell to him about 30 yards out, and he has absolutely lashed it into the top corner. Hanneman got fingertips to it, couldn't keep it out, and Rovers have a third goal, and that is a real collector's item.
Oh, well, that has made my day, and it's no doubt made the day of Two Guys' family, who immediately ran to look for, kiss the ring, kiss the badge. What a magnificent effort from Two Guy. Absolutely right foot hammer, straight in, no problem. I'll tell you what, they're worth waiting for, these Two Guy goals, aren't they?
There's something special about a spontaneous long-distance screamer. You try it 100 times in training, but it never comes off quite the way you want it to. Set pieces, on the other hand, they're a different story. You spend hours and hours on the training ground practicing them, praying for a chance in a match to show exactly what you can do with them. Take this one for example. In my opinion, the greatest free kick in the history of football, scored by me.
Free kick meanwhile was into the back of the net. Craig Hignett. That's a fantastic free kick. What a brilliant goal.
Well, that's the icing on the cake for Blackburn Rovers. Great strike from Craig Hignett, right into the back of the net. No chance for Stephen Banks, right into the top corner. Brilliant goal.
Well, that's just absolutely sensational. You couldn't have put it there if you sort of stood there a yard out and threw it in with your arms. That's just perfect.
You wonder whether he might fancy a shot. The Norwegian will take it. It's whipped across the face. The head's coming! No one gets a touch though, and finally Rovers get the goal. Their wonderful players deserved, and it's Morten Gamst Pedersen who gives Rovers the lead. 33 minutes in, and it's Manchester United 0, Rovers 1. It's a great delivery. I mean, the goalkeeper can't come out to collect, and in the end everyone's left it. That's the goal that Rovers deserve. Pedersen also there for Rovers, but you fancy the Welshman, the referee from Poland, just making sure the wall is back the full 10 yards. Savage will step up, right footed, kills it over the wall! Stunning goal from Robbie Savage! Back in Europe, and the Welshman is back with a real bang. Less than 2 minutes after Salzburg took the lead, Robbie Savage scores a sublime free kick, and Blackburn Rovers have a priceless away goal.
And there is absolute elation etched across Robbie Savage's face, and why not? That free kick was Beckham-esque.
Time for the Scandinavians to do their bit again. First up, it's former Anfield favourite Stig Inge Bjorneby, curling one in with his left foot against Pompey. And yeah, that was me telling him what to do, by the way. It's all down to getting the right advice, you know. Next, it's Per Fransen getting the opener in a championship game at Barnsley. It turned out to be a consolation goal for Rovers though, with the home side running out 5-1 winners. And guess what? Yeah, I scored one of the Barnsley goals that day. I must have had a good game. Within 6 months, I was a Rovers player, helping our push for the Premiership.
Well, there are three men eyeing up this free kick. David Bentley, Robbie Savage, Morten Gamst Pedersen. It's set up for a right footer. It might well be Robbie Savage. Pedersen takes though towards goal! It's just brilliant from Morten Gamst Pedersen. It's a quite sublime free kick from the Norwegian. He's whipped it past Nicky Weaver's outstretched right hand. It's rippled the back of the net, and Blackburn Rovers now lead by 2-0 at the City of Manchester Stadium, and Morten Gamst Pedersen has got both.
Absolutely marvellously placed. The City wall seemed to crumble a little bit. Nicky Weaver was never ever going to catch hold of that. Well, what can you say about a goal like that? Just sublime.
It is Emerton who hits, and he curls it into the top corner. Terrific free kick from Brett Emerton. In the 3rd minute of added time, Brett Emerton has scored a terrific goal, but Aston Villa will still go on to take the points. It's Villa 3, Rovers 2.
You know, amidst all that, we didn't give Brett Emerton credit for what is an absolutely stunning free kick.
25 yards out, left of centre, the young Chilean. He gets it over the wall, and it's a great free kick from Carlos Villanueva. He's given the goalkeeper the eyes and put it into the top right-hand corner. And finally, after 59 minutes, Rovers go in front in this FA Cup 3rd round tie. Blythe's hearts are broken by a breathtaking free kick from Carlos Villanueva. David Bentley looks as though he'll take the free kick. Right-footed, you would expect the England man to take. He's got it up over the wall. Brilliant free kick from David Bentley. It's just absolutely terrific stuff. Shay Given motionless, and Rovers are back level in this game, courtesy of a stunning free kick from David Bentley. His 5th goal of the season, a priceless one perhaps for Rovers. It's Rovers 1, Newcastle 1.
Does he like that? Do I like that? Did the crowd like that? He ran away from that and he knew he'd hit an absolute belter. Absolutely magnificent.
Second minute of added time. Rovers appealing that the wall is not back the full distance. It looks as though it will be Pedersen. Left-footed, strikes towards goal! Wins the game with a moment of absolute magic. It's 2 for Mortengamps Pedersen, and that will surely mean 3 points for Blackburn Rovers. Brilliant, just brilliant from the Norwegian. Second minute of added time at Ewood Park. It's Blackburn Rovers 2, Sheffield United 1.
Well, David Beckham here watching. There's nobody in this league better at free kicks than that man. The keeper had absolutely no chance. What a free kick.
50 great goals down, 50 more to go, including our top 10 Rovers goals of the last 10 years. First though, players who didn't need anyone else's help to find the back of the net. It's our collection of stunning solo goals.
Rovers throw, looking for Duff, who we say at most games, but particularly tonight could be the key. Skips inside a couple of challenges. Woodchecker's on himself, once on his left foot. Damien Duff allowed to run past 4 Ipswich Town defenders. It was dreadful defending, and Duff, with his shooting boots on, puts Rovers 1 up after 19 minutes.
Yeah, there didn't look any danger when Damien Duff got there, but he beat one man, then he went past another, and then he decided to shoot. I mean, it was awful defending from Ipswich, really. Aldi allowed him to come inside and get a shot on, but Rovers will take that.
Now let's be fair, lads, you can't point the finger at the Ipswich defenders when Duffer decides to win the match single-handedly just like that. A touch more enthusiasm next time, please.
Now here's Janssen again, running at the defence, gets past the first one. Once on his left foot, Janssen still going inside the box. Matt Janssen scores for Blackburn Rovers. Beat 3 on the edge of the penalty area. The substitution had its effect. 19 minutes gone, second half. Rovers 1, Birmingham 0.
Yeah, tremendous skill from Matt Janssen there. He must have beat 2 or 3 players and turned the centre half on his bum, and then he flashed into the back of the net.
Ah, that's more like it. But you can't say bum.
And you just knew, didn't you, what was going to happen?
Yeah, look where he turns the defenders there when you watch the replay now. He sits the fella on his backside here.
Backside, that's better. Now we won't get told off.
Tremendous. That's the goal of the season so far for me.
Here we are at Norwich. Delia has cleared up the pies and Norwich are heading for a 1-0 victory when Marcus Bent had the Rovers fans singing for their supper with this late equaliser.
Come on, let's be having you!
This one was a surprise for everyone, even the scorer.
He is done. Just further forward, needed to play it a little bit early. Johansson gets a touch now, City backing off, edge of their own penalty area. Johansson, nice bit of skill, goes through Beekins! Oh yes! What a goal! Right on half time, Niels Henrik Johansson completely fooled the City defence. They were expecting the pass, and the opening goal comes right on half time.
Yeah, great bit of skill from Johansson there. I mean, you wouldn't have never thought that he would be capable of doing that, but full martial lad, he took it well there. It's a good shot into the bottom right hand corner. I think he surprised himself there.
No surprises though when Benny turns on the style.
Pedersen now flicks it upfield towards McCarthy, who's got Linker behind him. Left hand corner of the penalty area, skips back in on his right foot, drills towards goal, and it's a quite stunning goal from Benny McCarthy. He got the ball left hand corner of the penalty area, sold Linker with a sublime trick on the corner of the box, and right footed rolled it past Timo Ox into the near corner, and Rovers lead in this UEFA Cup first round second leg tie.
Pure class from Benny McCarthy. Just the little turn with the outside of his boot. Didn't go for the far post, fooled the goalkeeper I think, because I think the keeper thought he might, and just sneaks it in to the goalie's near post. Beautiful finish.
So, let's see if we can be more enthusiastic with another great Damien Duff goal. Guys.
Duff goes on a run, edge of the penalty area, tries a low shot! Oh, what a wonderful goal from Damien Duff. He's been Rovers' best player tonight.
He found the bottom corner, and what a crucial goal that could be. Rovers 1, Southampton 0.
Yeah, came inside again, Damien. We've seen him do it time and time again in his last few weeks. Rifle the ball right in the bottom right-hand corner there. Paul Jones is helpless.
Well, this is almost becoming a one-man crusade to keep Rovers in the Premiership.
So, from an Irish leprechaun to a Welsh, well, not quite dragon, perhaps more a Welsh wizard.
Reid looks again towards Emerton. Better ball. Bellamy makes a decoy run. It goes inside the box to the Welshman. Twisting, turning, trying to move away from Rigger. Still in possession. Tries to kill one! Wonderful goal from Craig Bellamy. 10 minutes in at Ewood Park. And yet again, it's the mercurial Welshman who gives Rovers the lead. And it was a stunning goal. He twisted away from the defender, right-hand side of the penalty area, worked it onto his left foot and killed it beyond Mark Schwarzer. Bellamy brilliance again for Rovers. It's Blackburn Rovers 1, Middlesbrough 0.
Well, he's in the mood, isn't he? That was magnificent from Craig Bellamy. There was only one place that could go, and it went right into the bottom corner of the net. Fantastic.
You don't often deprive Craig Bellamy of a goal-scoring opportunity, unless you're called Stephen Reid, that is.
Again, he's in possession, outside of the right foot. He plays a lovely ball towards Stephen Reid, who takes it in his stride and then bursts forward. Wonderful run from Reid, going infield. Fancies the shot! Stunning goal from Stephen Reid. He's run all the way from the halfway line, took the pass from Nelson beautifully in his stride, glided towards the edge of the box, worked it back onto his right foot, and then unleashed an absolute thunderbolt past Kevin Davis.
And Stephen Reid has now candidate number 1 and candidate number 2 for goal of the season. His goal at Wigan was a screamer. This was pure midfield magic. He picked up the ball just in the Sunderland half and he jinxed through the midfield. He cut through the Sunderland defence like a knife through butter, and with Craig Bellamy screaming for the pass, Stephen Reid thought, no way.
Jason Roberts must have been taking notes of that one.
He's allowed to bounce by Bolton, and now Roberts picks up and he might go on a run forward. He was caught by a couple of men. He's still going and he might have a chance to win the game for Rovers. Roberts edge of the box, wins the game for Rovers, and he did all the hard work himself. And in the 90th minute, Jason Roberts has surely won the derby for Rovers.
Is there a single Rovers player who hasn't gone over to congratulate Jason Roberts? Rides one tackle, beats a second, it's ready to ride the third, but shoots! And it's a deflection, first off the Bolton defender, then Yassi Askalainen gets a hand to it, but Jason Roberts has done the work and should be credited for that wonderful, wonderful goal. What a solo effort.
Did he enjoy that or what? OK, time for another check on the Damien Duff enthusiasm meter.
Now here's Duff. He could really make Spurs pay in the closing quarter of this game. Takes it on himself. Might fancy a shot himself this time. He does.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Damien Duff, 25-yard run, puts it wide of Neil Sullivan, and Shields finished the game. 26 minutes gone, second half. Wonderful solo effort from Damien Duff, makes it Rovers 2, Spurs 0.
I think he must have heard me go, like I was saying before. He had the same option just 2 minutes before, but this time he went on his own and he had a shot himself and he put it into the left-hand corner. Sullivan, no chance. That was a brilliant goal.
Those guys did it the hard way, beating half the opposition before putting the ball in the back of the net. For others though, goal scoring doesn't come quite so easily.
Still 0-0 at the moment though, and they've not really been able to find Brad Ormrod up front. Of course, got Pahars on the bench. This time he's onside. Ormrod, one-on-one with Friedel here. Poor first touch, needs to square it back, and a terrible second touch. Straight through to Brad Friedel. That was an excellent chance.
Yeah, that was terrible from Kevin Davis. He had all the time in the world to pick out a Southampton player, and he really stood on the ball there and he put his head into his hands.
I was wondering why he got so much bird from the Rovers fans.
Ah yeah, now I remember why we got rid of him. And it gets worse.
Berg, not the best of headers, and then it's a poor back pass. Must be a chance here now for Akinbaye. He's missed it. It's come off the player. It's gone wide, and that is a massive, massive let-off for Rovers. And will Adi Akinbaye ever score?
Yeah, he should have scored. I'd say that's a player with lacking confidence there. He had time to go around the goalkeeper and everything. He just knocks it, then it comes off his chest. And
well, that just sums up his luck. When it came back off him, it went wide.
Yeah, let's say
any other time that would have been in the net, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's just lacking confidence there.
And from there, you could say his career went downhill. Well, he signed for Burnley, didn't he?
Neville now. Phil Neville chips forward. Beattie helps on. Todd's underneath that one. Friedel comes for it. Will fall for McFadden. Great chance for Everton. And he hits the crossbar with a goal gaping. What an opportunity. About 12 yards out, right-hand side of centre for James McFadden. He swivelled on his left foot. Should have just rolled the ball into the unguarded goal. Went for power. And it's bounced off the crossbar and away to safety.
Who lowered that bar?
Barry clears. Will it fall towards Dublin? It does. Dublin's one of the best in the Premiership at holding the ball up. Angel, support from Barry outside. It's good play by Villa. Barry, can he get the ball across from the far side? Good ball in towards Dublin. Oh, he's missed it. Best chance of the afternoon. Dublin side-footed it wide, but lovely build-up play by Villa on the far side.
Well, it was great. I was just saying before, they are getting behind Rovers quite a few times now, and Gareth Barry got to the byline there, and Dion Dublin there, really. I mean, for a player of his calibre, he should have put that away, and that's an awful miss from Dion Dublin.
And after that, they named 2 universities after him. Dublin and You Missed. Get it? You Missed.
Phil Neville doing his job in there, and then long out by Gary Neville, that's found its way through towards Van Nistelrooy. Up with Friedel, and he's missed it. Well, the flag stayed down when the ball played through. Well, he missed the sitter in the first half, and he's missed one again here.
Yeah, that was a great ball again from Paul Scholes, and you expect Van Nistelrooy to really take them chances like that, but luckily it's not. Luckily for Rovers, it's not his day.
Why the long face? Rude there, proving that even the best strikers have an off day. Perhaps it's down to them wearing gloves, and it didn't look particularly cold. Maybe it's just a United thing.
Giggs will try and find Ronaldo, and Neil definitely looks as though he's struggling there as he tries to keep up with Ronaldo, who's right hand side looking to get across it. Dinked in across the face of goal. Rooney with a great chance, inexplicably miscontrols, and in the end it's hacked away by Rovers. That should have been the opening goal of the game, and that's a sitter really that Wayne Rooney has missed.
I think maybe the bounce off the turf just might have caught him out there, but it's interesting he's the only player wearing gloves.
Told you, it's the gloves.
Through towards Ali Adair again, inside right channel once again, and it's square towards Tunchai, and he's miskicked in front of goal. It's an absolutely shocking miss by the Middlesbrough striker. He should there have put Middlesbrough 2-0 up.
Well, it's absolute howler. That has to go down as one of the misses of the season, and yet again Rovers caught out at the back.
Tunchai had just taken his gloves off, by the way. Well, you can't pick your nose when you're wearing gloves, can you?
Petrov's gone for a 1-2 with Ireland, and now he's breaking left-hand side of the box. What's the cross like? He pulls it off to Bianchi, and that is perhaps the miss of the season from Rolando Bianchi. Open goal, 2 yards out, and somehow he has contrived to put it wide of target.
Well, for one moment I thought I was watching one of those programmes that I've been watching over Christmas. Gaffes, own goals and calamities. It was there, it was in, and then it wasn't.
Yeah, that will be on your DVD of bloopers next Christmas, that one.
Told you it would.
Serrati now running at Samba, goes infield, continues his run, it's back towards Murphy, who is onside, he squared it towards Jerome, who has missed an open goal from about 3 yards out, one of the misses of the season. Cameron Jerome cannot believe it, neither can the majority of St Andrews. That was an absolute shocker.
Oh dear me, Cameron Jerome will not be getting birthday cards from these Birmingham fans.
Well, not from this young lad anyway. Can I have a Scale Extrix instead of this, please?
Bolton might have another chance for a break. It's played through towards Vastey, who's onside. He's round. Friedel should give Bolton the lead. He slips. Is that handball? Todd gets the tackle in. It's behind for a Bolton corner. But a huge miss for Ricardo Vastey in this game. Again, the Portuguese youngster got clean through. Round Brad Friedel. All he had to do was slot it into the open goal when he slipped, and the chance was gone.
Well, that's nearly Ronnie Rosenthal level.
That'll teach the Bolton fans to throw toffee papers onto the pitch. OK, so it wasn't the toffee papers, it was the gloves again. Must get ones that fit better. Some of those were real beauties, weren't they? Now from the ridiculous to the sublime, and some strikes couldn't have been stopped by 3 goalkeepers, never mind one.
Well, Rovers again on the attack, and again United defensively weren't too awake. Here's Gillespie, gets a shot in! Oh, what a goal from Keith Gillespie! United defence just stood off him, allowed him to come back in. We've played 68 minutes. It's Rovers 2, United 1.
Tremendous goal from Keith Gillespie. He came inside the full-back and he hit it. I don't know what Boytes was doing there. I don't think he expected him to shoot, but it's a great ball right in the top corner.
Silvestro was sleeping. He allowed Gillespie back in, left-footed. Boytes off his line, couldn't get it.
Oh, it was a tremendous goal from Keith Gillespie. He's fully deserved it because he's had a good second half.
Two guy once more. Now Berg right on halfway. Wants for someone to show for him. Dunn's the player, finding space on the edge of the area. On that right foot, David Dunn. Oh, what a goal! Into the far corner. Shaka Hislop had no chance. I just had a feeling that this could be David Dunn's afternoon.
Yeah, he's tried that once or twice this afternoon. When he comes inside there, he looked up and he just tried to curl it, and he curled it beautifully into the top corner. Hislop had no chance.
Remember the good old days when Wimbledon still played in London, albeit at Crystal Palace's Selhurst Park ground, and Gary Flitcroft scored goals for fun. Nice one, Flitty.
Bothroyd makes a run forward, and that's where the ball goes. A chip ball forward. This might fall for Reid outside the area. Chest down to Dickoff, who shoots and scores with an absolutely wonderful strike for Rovers. 2 in the space of 3 days for the Rovers forward, and this one is a contender for goal of the season. Reid chested it down 25 yards out. On the turn, Dickoff swivelled and lashed an unstoppable shot into the top corner.
Well, Jay Bothroyd, Stephen Reid and Paul Dickoff with such a magnificent finish. He just cued that ball up there, and that is the finest goal we've seen all season from Rovers, in my opinion.
Makes his way over halfway. Jansen's got to be careful to stay onside. The ball goes wide to Thompson. Thompson beckons Lucas Neal forward. The ball in isn't the best, but it might work out for Thompson. A chance for a first-time shot. Oh, wonderful goal by David Thompson from the edge of the penalty area. The ball sat up in typical fashion for him, but he went for the volley. That's a player full of confidence. Rovers 2, Wolves 0.
Yeah, great 1-2 with Emerton there. As soon as he put the ball into Emerton, he just laid it in his path, and the ball bounced lovely for him, and he smacked it right in the top right-hand corner. Goalkeeper had no chance.
Poor pass there though, which Neal picks up, trying to turn away from Rockenbach. Does do once, then twice, and now he's looking to play it through towards Pedersen. Fleet ball forward, Bellamy is right hand side for Rovers, right hand corner of the area. Pongo's there, he shoots! Great goal from Craig Bellamy! He is on fire. It's 6 in 5 games for the Welshman, and that is an absolute screamer.
You will not see a better finish than that. Rovers worked that brilliantly, and Craig Bellamy just lashed it into the back of the net. What a stunning finish. What a stunning game he's had.
He's got Simpson on the right. He might go himself. He does. He's onto his left foot. Villanueva will shoot. Blocked. McQuainer hits. Great strike! Oh, that is absolutely outstanding from Aaron McQuainer. He's lashed the ball home from fully 25 yards. It's an absolute peach from the South African captain.
Well, I'm not doing any disservice here to Aaron McQuainer, but I was waiting for that to flash past the post. But that was just arching. It started on the centre and just arched its way into the corner of the net.
Challenge just came in from Forbes just before the shot came in. Jansen on his left foot. Oh, what a goal from Matt Jansen. Good enough to win any game. Look, nothing on for the moment. The Norwich players just dropped off. Jansen rifled it into the top corner. Marshall had no chance.
Well, people tell me there are no left-footed players in England. Take a look at that left foot. Absolute screamer from Matt Jansen. Pick that one out.
Pedersen twists one way, then the other. Left-footed, sets it up for a cross. Whipped in, cleared by, well, a man mountain really at the heart of the Basel defence. Two-guy will shoot from distance. Oh my word! This was a game that needed something special, and you just knew it would come from a moment of magic, and the man to provide it is the maestro in midfield. 36-year-old Two-guy picked it up 30 yards out, didn't really have any other option other than to shoot, and he has rifled it past the Basel goalkeeper into the top corner. And with just 15 minutes remaining at Ewood Park, Rovers take the lead in this match, and it's an absolute stunner.
Well, I've lost count of the number of times this season I've seen Two-guy in that position and just said to myself, shoot. And what an absolute cracker of a goal.
Great crossfield ball from Unsalt again. Trying to find Dunn. Dunn cuts inside. Wonderful goal. David Dunn, stormer from the edge of the penalty area. That'll settle the crowd down as well. 7 minutes gone. Wonderful pass by Unsalt. Rovers 1 up.
Yeah, tremendous ball from Unsalt there. And David Dunn had one thing on his mind when he got the ball. He came inside, and Peter Schmeichel just stood there as the ball rocketed past him in the top left-hand corner. Superb goal from David Dunn.
Well, it was all set up by that crossfield ball.
Yeah, great pass from Unsalt, yeah. When we look at the replay now as he comes inside, he just sits it there and Schmeichel's no chance.
One of the hardest football skills to master is the volley. Get it wrong and put it in row Z and you can look like a right wally. But get it right on the other hand and score some crackers like these and you'll be a real hero. And to start off, a lesson from one of the best.
Osterstad on his right foot, forced back out, swung back in by Bjornaby. Oh, it should have been the keeper's ball, and Hughes on the volley makes it 1-1 after 7 minutes of the second half. Dibble seemed to hesitate, Hughes took it first time. It's Rovers 1, Stockport 1.
Yeah, tremendous ball again from Bjornaby, and it took a bit of skill and class, and it was obviously Mark Hughes who was on the end of it, and it's a tremendous right foot volley into the corner.
Get hold of that one if you can. Now putting some gloss on the finish is Matt.
Damien Duff. Janssen. Oh, good turn! Lovely goal! That's a terrific finish from Matt Janssen. Blackburn have plugged away, they've had penalty appeals turned down, but from Matt Janssen, a moment of high quality. The control, the turn, the volley, and the equalising goal for Blackburn.
Champion, you might say, John. Now let's prove that wherever strikers lead, defenders follow.
Done now in a bit of space. Santa Cruz makes a good run. Bentley is out on the right hand side, needs a good cross. He's got a chance to run at the full back for the first time. Stands it up towards the back post, and Warnock! There's life in this game! Boy, is there life in this game! Rovers wanted an early goal at the start of the second half, and they've got one courtesy of a terrific volley from Stephen Warnock.
That was a beautifully crafted goal. David Bentley's flighty ball across to the left back Stephen Warnock. It was like a Phil Taylor dart. He took dead-eye Dick, took aim. It was always going to make the back of the net bulge.
180. Now wear Dennis the Menace shirts and our Craig will show you just what a menace he is.
Mattia down the line towards Pater. He's got in goal side of Langley for a moment. Square ball towards Bellamy with a volley! That's a stunning goal! Great cross from Sergio Pater, who's now set up 2 on debut. Craig Bellamy from about 17 yards, left-footed, arrowed it on the volley, low into the bottom corner, beyond Rice's right arm.
A wonderful finish, that's what you pay the money for. Left foot, dipping under the keeper into the corner of the net. Tremendous.
OK, bear with us for a moment on this one. We are looking at great volleys. Here's one from Damien.
Now Gillespie looks up, gets a cross in towards the centre, looking towards Duff, misses his kick. Two-guy comes off Suka, still inside the box. Converted by Damien Duff. Arsenal's defence all over the place. And Duff, second time of asking, comes across to celebrate with the bench. 21 minutes gone, Rovers 1, Arsenal 0.
Yeah, Gillespie caused some problems again in that right back area there. Put a good ball through. Damien Duff mistimed his kick first time, but it come back to him there and he made no mistake, I think, with his right foot, I think.
Told you to be patient. Damien strikes at the second attempt, but one's enough for Roque though.
Bentley with a corner, a deep one. Rayner comes, gets a touch. Edmonton's underneath it. Down he goes towards Warnock. Surely he'll just chip the ball back forward. He does do towards Santa Cruz. Skirtle's there. Santa Cruz with a volley. Lovely goal by Roque Santa Cruz.
Can you tell from the commentary that Roque's goal wasn't the winner? We were 3 behind at that point.
Santa Cruz takes a step closer to making it 20 goals for the season. That one spectacular on the volley, on the turn, is his 19th.
Well, a great ball into the box, and Roque Santa Cruz, it was a turn and a shot, and it was a great goal.
Now, our favourite volley scored by a player called Shabani.
Two guys flick, inadvertently finds its way to Neil. Early ball forward towards Nunda. On the volley! Stunning goal from Shabani Nunda! Less than 9 minutes in, and Rovers take the lead in clinical fashion. Lovely ball from Lucas Neal. Shabani Nunda watched it come a long way, but on the volley, right footed from about 14 yards, has smashed it past Mark Schwarzer.
Shabani Nunda is dancing in the rain to celebrate that goal, and no wonder. He measured that immaculately, took it on the volley and smacked it past Schwarzer. Great finish from Nunda.
Get yourself in the green zone and welly it, Shabani. Just like Morton's told you to.
Right outside of the area, whips the ball in left-footed. Savage trying to attack. Pedersen back post. What a goal! Stunning volley from Morten Gamst Pedersen. 2005 has been a wonderful year for him, and he's ended it on a quite brilliant note. 14 minutes in at the JJB Stadium, it's Wigan 0, Rovers 1.
Well, that ball bobbled around in the penalty area there. When it finally came to Morten Gamst Pedersen, you felt that he was in an impossible position with the narrowest of angles, but Morten Gamst Pedersen can score from those, and he made no mistake of that. What a great goal.
I've said before, Morton, look happy when you've scored. I'll show you what I mean. Pay attention, please.
I said two guy coming to his element with Tottenham having 10 men. Taylor now steps into the attack, finds Lucas Neal, chip ball into the box, it's not a great one. Falls for Hignett, tries a shot, what a goal! 2-0 to Rovers, and Craig Hignett marks his first Premiership start of the season with a thunderous volley into the bottom corner.
Well, Rovers have had so much possession in the last couple of minutes. They were stroking the ball about with consummate ease, and when it came right across the box and fell deep to Craig Hignett, he struck it with equally consummate ease and piled the ball past Casey Keller's left hand. The whole of the Rovers bench jumped up with delight. They all stood to a man to applaud.
Oh no, I've picked up the Morten Gamst Pedersen goal reaction look. Too much excitement doesn't do you any good, does it, Wendy?
35 years old on Wednesday, shows he still has the magic. Pedersen's corner, two guy with a sublime volley, and it's Rovers 2, Fulham 1.
Well, I thought we'd seen the goal of the season in the first half, but that was something else. That was absolutely fantastic.
He's still our Turkish delight. What a finish.
Well, to call that a bullet volley is an understatement.
Before we show you our top 10 Rovers goals of the last decade, a selection now which might not be called the greatest, but they will always live long in the memory. And what better way to start than with a Derby Day winner.
Lays it right towards Reid again, trying to burst forward. Looked very positive since he's come on, Stephen Reid. Pedersen right hand side, looks to cross. Good delivery in. Sinclair gets there first. Pedersen for Rovers! Oh, he could well be the hero! With just 5 minutes left, Morten Gamst Pedersen has smashed the ball into the roof of the Burnley net, and Rovers lead in the derby by 2-1.
What a strike! He was onto it like an absolute rocket when it came out to him again, and a sensational finish.
Well, his 6th goal in Rovers colours in only 13 starts. What an impact he has made since the turn of this year.
I can't believe it. Morton actually looks happy after scoring a goal. Beating our arch rivals is one thing, knocking one of the top sides in the country out of the FA Cup on their own patch is another. Rovers were a championship club when we travelled to Anfield in 2000, but a late Nathan Blake strike sent Rovers through. Now that's a proper celebration. Shirt off to reveal a vest. And that win was masterminded by Tony Parkes, who was in his 28th spell as caretaker at that point. Or was it 29? Or maybe 30? Oh, 31. Or was it 32? Now, it's always special beating the big boys, and Rovers had to wait nearly 9 years to get one over Fergie's Reds.
Duff to take it in towards the far post. Taylor tries to head it back down. It falls for a chance here, and Gary Flitcroft opens the scoring for Rovers. He wasn't picked up inside the penalty area. All came from the free kick down the right hand side by Duff. Taylor kept it in play, and the Rovers skipper makes it Rovers 1, Manchester United 0.
Well, that's exactly what I was just saying, Gary, a minute ago. I mean, United's had chance after chance after chance. I think that's Rovers' maybe first chance of the match, and they put it in the back of the net. It just shows you how fickle football can be.
Good old Flitty and his trusty left peg. Speaking of lefties, it was that man Morton who steered Rovers to our first win at Old Trafford in 43 years.
Gray will give chase for Rovers. Scholes, though, has picked up. He's under pressure, having to go back towards his own goal. Gray intercepts, finds Pedersen in the area! And it's 2-1 to Rovers with just 10 minutes remaining. Comical defending from Manchester United, clinical finishing from Rovers, and it's 2 for Morten Pedersen, 2 for Rovers. Manchester United 1, Rovers 2.
Well, a great work there from Michael Gray. I never say die attitude, but Michael Gray decided to press, and the ball, when it came to Morten Gams Pedersen, he went high, he went near post, and he went to the back of the net to give Rovers a 2-1 lead.
To score 1 against United is good. To score 3 is something special.
Lays it back towards Savage and forces Gray to retreat a little bit, but possession is with Rovers at the moment, just down the left hand side. There are 2 Rovers men on side. Savage flicks it back in field towards Bentley, strikes, and it's a hat-trick for David Bentley, and Ewood Park just cannot believe what he's seeing at the moment.
It's happy birthday, Merry Christmas, anything you want. David Bentley hat-trick, fantastic finish.
Well, Michael Gray chipped the ball forward. Robbie Savage played a major part in that goal, flicking the ball over the head of the defender, who was Wes Brown, and David Bentley just steadied himself. They were firing the shot right-footed. He was left-hand side of the box. It was inside the far post. And 11 minutes into the second half at Ewood Park, it's Blackburn Rovers 4, Manchester United 1, and new signing David Bentley has a hat-trick.
And from one hat-trick hero to another, Santa gave us 3 reasons to smile at Wigan.
Bentley gets there ahead of Lanza, goes on a little run, might now fall for Warnock, who's forward on the left-hand side, gets a cross in, it's a deep one, Santa Cruz is there! And Santa Cruz completes his hat-trick, and an incredible comeback from Rovers. 3-0 down going into half-time, they look dead and buried, but 3 goals from the Paraguayan have pulled this game back to 3-3. The latest of his goals, a brilliant header past Chris Kirkland from about 6 yards after a wonderful cross from Stephen Warnock. And what a match we have at the JJB Stadium. It's now Wigan Athletic 3, Rovers 3. Roque Santa Cruz has got a hat-trick.
Even Mark Hughes got all excited about that one, as I'm sure he did when a crowd favourite bagged the winner in Sparky's first game as Rovers boss.
Only to kneel on halfway for Rovers though, and he comes inside a man. Now launches himself forward, looks for Janssen inside the area. Janssen! Yes, Rovers! What an impact his first game of the season! On as a substitute, and the forgotten man of Ewood Park gives a timely reminder to new boss Mark Hughes. And in his first game in charge, Sparky Sider in front. It's Rovers 1, Portsmouth 0. Matt Janssen is the goal scorer.
Oh, I'm in dreamland. What a fantastic goal from Matt Janssen. Just rewind me 18 months.
How about rewinding about 2.5 years, Wendy, to Matt's goal at Preston that secured a Premier League return.
Hignett's corner, beyond Bent. Janssen! And Blackburn Rovers are 18 minutes away from a Premiership return, and it's their top goal
scorer, Matt Jansen, who's got his 24th of the season. What a priceless goal it could be.
Well, he's got Craig Short to thank for this, because he does ever so well. He's got two Preston players around him. He still manages to get the header in. It bounces nicely off the pitch, up in the air to Matt Jansen. This time, it's there for me to head it. I'm not worried who's in and around me, because this time, it's going into the back of the net. Well done, Short. And there it goes from Jansen.
Didn't mention that it was an unbelievable corner, did you, Cammy? This one wasn't bad either.
Rovers still have this corner. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Brad Friedel is forward for Rovers. Ball. Gallagher's shot hit a defender. Brad Friedel, who had gone forward for the corner, stuck out his left foot. It's hit the back of the net, and it's now 2-2 at the Valley. I cannot believe my eyes. Brad Friedel has scored for Rovers in the last minute. Quite literally unbelievable.
From Rovers #1 to our most memorable goal of the last decade. Can anything top a winning goal in a cup final?
Long ball out by Berg. Kim needs to judge this. Gets there first. Heads it down again. Almost let Jansen back in. Cole with a chance. And Andy Cole's put Rovers ahead again. Dreadful Spurs defending. King had 3 chances to clear that. And in the end it fell to Cole. And 73 minutes gone. I can't even tell the time. 68 minutes gone. Rovers are 2-1 up. Doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, awful mistake there, Chev, from Ledley King there. He hesitated on the ball. Andy Cole got there, and it was only like an half shot, but it was just wide of Sullivan and went into the bottom corner.
Winning the Worthington Cup. What a great day for the football club, and certainly one of the best days of my career. I remember the brilliant Brad Friedel getting a much-deserved Man of the Match award. Unfortunately, not all goalkeepers are as good as the big American. As a keeper, it's pretty important that you always watch the ball.
Chip ball forward, Gallagher might get there, it's bounced beyond the keeper, and Rovers lead. What a freak goal that is. Just a high loop ball has bounced beyond Paul Gallagher. I think it might even be David Thompson, who scored his second goal of the evening. He's almost embarrassed to take the credit. He's flicked the ball back in, a high looping ball. Gallagher went for it, didn't get a touch. Warner, the Cardiff goalkeeper, totally misread it, and it's bounced beyond him into the corner of the goal.
Well, it was a horrible piece of misjudgment, but credit to Paul Gallagher. I think he obviously put Tony Warner off there.
When you've kept a close eye on it and got your positioning right, get your body behind the ball and make sure you actually stop it going into the back of the net. A pile driver from Dunny, this isn't. A ridiculous dive over the top of the ball from Mike Taylor, this certainly is. Young David must do something funny with the ball, because Mike Taylor wasn't the only one to drop a clanger from one of his shots. Granted, there were some heavy showers at Grimsby this night, but that doesn't excuse Danny Coyne mistaking the ball for a bar of soap. I wonder if the penny dropped with Coyne after that one. Speaking of dropping things, here's another goalkeeper gifting Blackburn's finest a goal.
Dunn turns back infield and he's going on a little run into the feet of Derbyshire. Back to Dunn, who shoots! It's gone in! And David Dunn gets the first goal of his second spell at Blackburn Rovers. And just look at how much that means to him. Lehman's mistake, he couldn't hold it, he's only tipped it into the top corner. David Dunn will not care one bit.
Well, if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the lottery, do you? At least Dunny had a go there. It was more or less straight at Lehman, but he's let it slip through his fingers at chest height, and it's a howler.
Lehman, Coyne and Taylor were all capped by the countries. So it shows that even international goalkeepers can cock it up. Can't they, Scott Carson?
Roberts has now turned his man right outside of the area. Shoots across goal! And it's a horrible mistake by Scott Carson. At his near post, he's allowed the ball to squeeze beneath him. In at the near post. And what was Scott Carson doing?
Well, how many times this afternoon have we said, have a go, have a go? He had a go. and the goalie should have staved it and he didn't, but frankly, I don't give a damn.
Thank goodness England have other options for the position between the sticks, like the ever-reliable Robert Green. Maybe not then.
What can he produce? He looks for Dickov on the edge of the area, looking for options. Where is he past the man and shoots? Green scores, and it's 3-0 to Rovers! A horror moment for the Norwich goalkeeper. A great moment for Paul Dickov, who gets his second of the game. That's a horror moment for the goalkeeper. I think at the end of today, he'll just be grateful to get off the pitch, because that really is a terrible mistake by the goalkeeper.
I think the phrase is butterfingers. If those keepers can't stop the ball with their hands, then what hope have they got when they start using their feet?
Taylor wasn't quite sure what to do with it for a moment, and he's been robbed here, and Andy Cole will score. Andy Cole will score the easiest goal maybe of the season, maybe of his career.
Yeah, that was disaster for the goalkeeper. You could tell he weren't happy when the ball went back to his feet. He decided to change his mind, and Andy Cole robbed him and put in an empty goal. Yeah, that's an awful blunder from the keeper.
There's nothing worse than goalkeepers actually thinking that they can play football a bit. Stick to your penalty area, or there'll be trouble. Won't there, Peter?
Michael, what on earth was he doing there? Cole goes around him, and Cole has made it free, and that has sealed victory. A dreadful error by the Villa keeper, and a chance to head it clear, and that rounds off the night.
Yeah, awful mistake there for Peter Schmeichel. A man of his experience there, but Andy Cole took it very well. Didn't give Schmeichel any time and just knocked it over his head. Years ago, he would have cleared that, but I think he's maybe a little bit past it now as a goalkeeper.
That little tango looked like one of his rehearsals for Strictly Come Dancing. Waltzing his way into our goalkeeping gaffes is David James with this calamity.
And again, Daly gets the header, but not too far. Ashton picks it up. In now to Duff. Duff Cole going the other way. And it's a mistake by David James inside the penalty area. And Damien Duff turns away. I don't think you can quite believe it.
Yeah, look at the replay again, Gary. The ball just took a little bit of a bad bounce in front of him. It reminds me of the Tim Flowers goal a couple of seasons ago. It did get a very bad bounce in front of him, but a keeper like him should still have got the ball.
Absolutely terrible. I mean, his hair, not the mistake. David James fallen victim to the curse of the Ewood bobble. He wasn't the first or the last, with Aidan Davison miskicking his way to top spot in our goalkeeping gaffes.
Good strong challenge there from the former Rover, and it's laid back by Kevin Watson to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper has missed it, and Rovers take the lead in quite comical fashion. Well, the FA Cup is full of special moments. This one, though, is a nightmare for Aidan Davison.
You've got to feel for him, and the more, as soon as that ball went in the back of the net, he just looked at a divot, a piece of ground that it did bobble, it bobbled. You have to feel for him.
Who'd be a goalkeeper? Certainly not me. Well, the wait is over. We've seen headers, we've seen volleys, we've seen team goals, we've seen solo goals, some free kicks and just some plain great goals. Now it's time to reveal our top 10 Rovers goals of the last decade. At 10, it's Bentley's brilliant volley against Salzburg.
Pedersen with a long diagonal pass towards Nonda. Linker rises and gets a good touch. Nonda again wins it back. Bentley shoots from distance! Oh my word! That is a goal worthy of taking Rovers into the next round of the UEFA Cup, and it will surely now do so. David Bentley has been in great form this season, but that is the most stunning of goals. Nonda headed it up in the air. He's a good 25 yards out, right on the corner of the penalty area. He take a touch, and on the volley he's put it right back into the opposite far top corner. The Salzburg goalkeeper stood no chance.
My, how he loved that as he celebrated at the Blackburn, and my, how we loved that. That was absolutely sensational.
At 9, Two Guys' terrific strike at Southampton.
Rovers have it going forward. David Dunn towards the edge of the area, works it onto his right foot. He's played it back to Gary Flint-Cross, gives it to David Dunn again. Two Guys shoots. What a goal! What a goal! 30 yards out. Fantastic goal. Two-guy runs towards Graham Souness, salutes him. Every Rovers player has gone to surrounding 30 yards out. The first time Rovers have played it. That was a fantastic goal.
Staying on the south coast at 8, it's Craig Bellamy going solo at Portsmouth.
Now Bellamy comes forward, he's robbed Portsmouth of the ball. Left hand side of the area, running at Primus. Strikes left footed! Stunning goal, and Rovers, who have hardly been in this match for the opening 32 minutes, take the lead in spectacular fashion, and it's just a moment of pure magic from Craig Bellamy. He picked the ball up on the halfway line, went solo, reached the edge of the penalty area, left-footed, drilled it beyond Kylie into the top corner.
Well, Craig Bellamy picked the ball up in his own half there and ran a full half of the pitch, and then it was a combination of a chip and a shot to beat Dean Kylie. It was just so perfectly placed. That is a stunning goal.
Just beating Bellamy to 7th spot is another special individual goal. Damien Duff dribbled past the Birmingham defence and a million molehills at St Andrews against one of our promotion rivals to seal 3 points that were crucial in helping Rovers to get back into the Premier League. At 6, it's Mr Happy himself, Morton Gamps Pedersen, with a magical volley.
Combination play between the two Australians who were involved in a late season, of course. And now it's right hand side from Neil towards Cucci. Reed trying to break into the box. Chip towards Pedersen, back post! Oh! What a goal! What a way to start the new season at Ewood Park! The cross from Cucci, a contender for goal of the season from Morton Pedersen. And less than 15 minutes in at Ewood, it's Rovers 1, Fulham 0, and it's an absolute beauty.
Well, I give that 11 out of 10. That was just a stunning move with an absolutely magnificent cross and a superlative finish. What a pass that was for Pedersen, but it needed to be finished, and it was finished emphatically.
Oh, that has nearly broken the back of the net from Morton Pedersen, hasn't it? That is absolutely stunning.
Into our top 5 goals from the last decade, and it's David Bentley again with a rocket at Reading.
Looks left towards Shaw, passes a poor one, and Bentley has run past him. Now looking to get Rovers going upfield. It might open up for the shot. A cross goal! What a goal! Just over 6 minutes remaining, and David Bentley has produced an absolute beauty. He picked the ball up on halfway, went past the defender, and when he got to the right-hand corner of the box, he's unleashed an unstoppable drive past Marcus Hanneman.
He picked up that ball and powered into goal and unleashed an unstoppable shot. And yet again, another absolutely magical goal from David Bentley.
At 4, it's a magical FA Cup strike from Benny McCarthy.
Emerton doesn't get a touch on Walcott, who wanted the free kick. Forward it goes. McCarthy is onside, left-hand side, faced by Senderos. He's gone infield, opens up for the shot! It's just magical from Benny McCarthy! With just 4 minutes remaining, he could well have sent Blackburn Rovers into the quarter-final of the FA Cup, and it was a goal with quality written all over it. He picked it up on the left-hand side, cut in field, and has smashed a shot just inside the far post.
Well, the stadium's just erupted, and no wonder. An absolutely quality goal from Benny McCarthy. Absolutely wonderful goal. But what a strike. I mean, it was absolutely magnificent. Cut in past Sonderos, just inside the box, and not a hope for Almunia of stopping that one. Not a hope.
Getting onto the podium, it's Stephen Reid with a wonder strike at Wigan.
Bentley, nice trick, moves right hand side, there's men in the middle, whip ball in towards, well, there are 3 of them there, might fall edge of the box for Reid, who strikes! Oh, that's just sensational from Stephen Reid! It's his first goal of this season, and it is an absolute thunderbolt. Great delivery in from Bentley, well defended in the end by Wigan, but Stephen Reid just wanted to get there first, did do ahead of Kavanagh, and from the edge of the D he has rifled it into the top corner.
Stephen Reid has just struck the most sublime shot, which has arrowed into the top left-hand corner of the Wigan goal, and is one of the finest strikes you'll see in football all this season and next.
In runners-up spot, it's this stunning goal from Andy Cole at Anfield.
Long ball forward towards Ostenstad, puts Stefan Onshaw under pressure. Cole tries it up. What a goal! What a goal! You will have to see that to believe it. Andy Cole has taken a touch on his chest and hit a shot from all of 30 yards. It's just flown past Chris Kirkland at the Kop end. Oh, he will enjoy that one. That is a stunner.
But the winner, it just had to be, didn't it? It's Tugay with the Maestro's majestic volley against Spurs.
Look back out to the right hand side, and Michael Gray finds himself as right winger at the moment. There's a deep cross in with his left foot. Pedersen rises and back across goal, cleared by King. Tugay on the volley! Oh, that is just sensational! Tugay with an absolute screamer. 23 minutes in at Ewood Park, and the Turkish maestro produces yet another moment of magic. It's Blackburn Rovers 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0.
Sensational doesn't do that justice. It really doesn't. If you have that on a coaching video, technique with a capital T, that was absolutely magnificent.
Well, that's it. Tugay's thunderous volley against Tottenham is our favourite Rovers goal over the past 10 years. A great goal from a great player, and a worthy winner, I'm sure you'll agree. As a new decade begins, I know you'll be looking forward to more great Rovers goals, just like the ones we've seen. So start making your list. We will.